Hello, let's get started with your reading habits. Do you like reading books?
Yes, absolutely. I've always enjoyed reading books because I get to see a different perspective on the world from a different person's point of view. And I particularly enjoy novels and nonfiction books related to psychology and philosophy because I get to explore new ideas while keeping my learning fun and entertaining.
Thank you. Could you please also tell about ebooks today? Whether you like reading them or not?
I'm not a big fan of ebooks just because me as a person, I prefer the sense of flipping the book around and see my progress and how far I get in. But I know a lot of people do prefer them. For example, my roommate, she really likes reading ebooks because it's less of a carry on her and she can always download any books she wants.
Okay. Could you please also tell about your childhood habits? Whether did you read much as a child?
Yes, I read a lot as a child because in the school system I was in, they required to read around 10 books each summer. And I enjoyed reading those books because they were always so colorful and I liked the graphics in the book and they were really common stories and I was able to see the national stories of Russia and Azerbaijan when I was a kid.
That's great. It's about the end of the part 1 questions. I want to move to part 2 now. So it's about cue card sessions. So you've got a minute for thinking.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get started. Yeah. Now, it's ready.
Okay. So one childhood story that I've always remembered and I enjoyed is spending every summer with my cousins because it's more of a collection of memories that feels like a story whenever I talk about it. So the main characters were always me and my cousins, and every week with them would feel like a different adventure and they were never bored. For example, we would always ride our bikes in the summer, play volleyball, swim, or make up stories that we were superheroes or some detectives. And the stories about friendship, family, and growing up together. Even though we were all different ages and had different personalities, we shared countless experiences and created memories that still last today. I enjoy the story so much because it reminds me of a simpler and more careless time in my life. Whenever I think about the summers, I feel a sense of nostalgia and gratitude. Those experiences strengthen my relationship with my cousins, and even now, whenever I see them, we have always something fun to look back at.
Thank you so much for this. This is about the end of the part 2 question. Now we are moving to part 3. So it will be related questions connected with book. Could you please tell how you think paper books will disappear soon or not?
In my opinion, I don't think that they will disappear soon or ever, because while digital books and audiobooks are really popular and they have increased their popularity in the recent years, many people like me still prefer the sense of flipping the book and looking at it back and seeing the progress and just holding a physical copy in your hands. There's something unique about turning the pages because it gives you more of a sense of accomplishment than just flipping it on an audio page book. In addition, here books don't require batteries or electronic devices, which makes them more accessible in every situation. I believe the number of printed books will not decrease by much. Well, it could be, but they won't become extinct at all. And in my opinion, paper books it will be more of a personal preference rather than like a mass trend of just getting rid of them at all.
Tell us what children can gain from reading only books.
Could you repeat the question?
Of course. I'm asking what children can gain by only reading books.
I feel like kids can gain, obviously, if you're talking about kids' book, there's a lot of graphics in them and pictures that personally would motivate me as a children to read the books because they're so colorful. And by kids reading books, they firstly increase their vocabulary that they have. And it's a fun activity to do in summer. Whenever you're bored of talking to your family or friends, you can always just go in a quiet corner and read for an hour or two.
Okay, but what can encourage children for reading more?
Something that can encourage children to read more, I think, if they don't like reading at all, maybe some sort of a prize system can be set up in the house. Like if you read 30 pages, you get a chocolate, or you can postpone your bedtime to 10 minutes later. Or some people are just naturally more interested in reading books and playing games on their phone as well.
Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.